For more than 100 years, First Choice Bank has provided dedicated For more than 100 years, First Choice Bank has provided dedicated community banking to North Mississippi. The banking products and services you need when you need them. At First Choice, you're our priority. Make First Choice your choice for banking.
When people are fed, futures are nourished. They can connect with the world around them, unlock endless possibilities, and thrive. Join the movement to end hunger. Volunteer. Advocate. Donate. Go to feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather at 10.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just updating the last final numbers for our Mississippi Live Weather Game of the Week. A heated battle, back and forth battle over the past few hours. Been monitoring it behind the scenes, and it has been an exciting time. Welcome into Mississippi Live Weather at 10. I'm meteorologist Gabe Maynor, and what I'm discussing is a poll that was put out this morning between South Pontotoc versus Okolona, Belmont versus Tisch County, and East Webster versus Ripley. And don't worry for folks that are thinking that I'm waiting over time. I'm not refreshing it from here on out. Those final numbers are already solidified, and I have the winner right here for our Mississippi Live Weather Game of the Week. Let's go ahead and first get into headlines. I'm going to tease you guys just a little bit. What we're tracking here at the Room to Room Weather Center is, of course, that first headline, who wins the game of the week? We'll discuss that here in just a moment, but I first want to talk about what else we're going to be discussing. Rain chances lingering into our Wednesday, just what to expect with those. And, of course, new developments over there in the tropics. We'll have the latest results on that coming up here in just a moment. So, drum roll, please. Are you guys ready? Yeah, that's my effort at a drum roll. Here are the results. Let me pull it up right here. As you can see, and the percentages have been a little off, so I'm going to get into numbers here in just a moment, but you do see South Pontotoc versus Okolona is up on the polls. Looking at those specific numbers, and I've not seen these just yet, we're looking at 5,337 votes. Let me see if I can move this over so you guys can see it. 5,337 votes for South Pontotoc versus Okolona, so remember that. And then as we look at Belmont versus Tishomingo County, 5,273. So I believe that is by 30 or 60 votes. 64 votes as of 10 o'clock separate the winner in this heated battle. So that's where we'll be for this Friday night, is South Pontotoc versus Okolona. And we're excited to go to either location. I know we have some fans over there that were wanting us to go to Tishomingo County, or Belmont, should I say. We'll have to go to another game, that rivalry game, unfortunately. We will not be there this week. But South Pontotoc versus Okolona, excited about that game. Homecoming week over there in South Pontotoc, so we're excited to be a part of that. And again, a big thank you to you guys for even voting in this, talking about nearly 13,000 votes on a poll that has been up for less than 24 hours. Unbelievable. And I do want to give a shout out, East Webster versus Ripley. We do want to make an effort to get out there sometime soon, but we need more votes if we're going to head out there. 1,697, as you can see right there. So again, a big thank you to everybody for participating, and a big shout out to our winner, South Pontotoc versus Okolona. Again, Friday we'll be there for Game of the Week, and we will work on getting a post up here shortly that will be asking for band and cheer, because we're not done with the votes just yet. Now it's South Pontotoc versus Okolona. Who's going to win the band? Who's going to win the cheer or Spirit Squad of the Week? Well, that's up to those teams to decide, and so we'll have those winners coming up on Mississippi Live Weather on Friday. So lots to still take in, but that's your big Game of the Week announcement. So let's go ahead and get back into the forecast. I know that's what a lot of folks are here to see. The first 12 shows dry conditions. Please don't turn off. Thank you. 11 p.m., 73 degrees, clear conditions, and those clear conditions push into our Wednesday morning as well. Temperature-wise, mid-60s, so it is going to be a mild start to the day, but those temperatures just ramping right back up heading into that extended forecast. Amory, 70 degrees right now, feels like 61, so hey, we'll take that. Some of that rain-cooled air benefiting folks in Monroe County and enjoying a clearer night than what it has been. Batesville, 72 degrees, feeling like 68, and you can see some of those hazier conditions as a result of that moisture. But again, all of that does clear out overnight, and we're going to be seeing plenty of clear skies by then. 72 in Kosciuszko, feeling like 64. Those winds coming from the south about 5 to 10 miles an hour, so helping bring some breezy conditions in, but also helping cycle in some of that moisture, and that's where we'll get a few of those pop-up showers even into our Wednesday afternoon. As of right now, reason why we're so calm, reason why we're so dry, is because a lot of that daytime heating, that's the big driver in our forecast. Whenever that's taken out of the equation, well, then it's just hard to produce some of those pop-up showers and storms. So that's how it'll be overnight, just because that daytime heating element is not there. But as you can see, earlier this afternoon, 6 hours ago, you can see how active it was over there in the Delta. Some of that extending a little bit more east into our forecast on our Wednesday afternoon. So folks that have been dry the past 48 hours, will be changed into that extended forecast. We'll track that here in just a moment. Rainfall totals, you can see right here that we have gotten some decent outputs over there towards the Grenada area. Talking about 3.2 inches and then 3.2 inches there towards, I believe that's Sunflower County. So it's going to be busy for some, whereas other locations, I mean, let's take a look at Casa de Manor, 0. 0 there towards New Albany, 0 around the Houston area. Some moderate showers down there towards Oktibbeha County and Clay County. 3/4 of an inch was seen around there. But the further south and the further west you went, that was where we got better outputs of rainfall, even around the Hollandale area. I mean, we're talking about just under an inch. So folks out there benefiting from the rainfall, but as I say all the time, share the love, because we all need it here in North Mississippi. A lot of those best rain chances still remain out there towards the Atlantic coast associated with this low pressure system. But what we're tracking here is a dominant high pressure system that's keeping us with those mostly dry conditions. And the only reason why we're getting a lot of those showers is because of that boundary that's right over the top of West Mississippi into Arkansas and Missouri, and as well as that daytime heating. So those two things factored together, reason why we're getting some of those showers, and some of those even lingering there towards Louisiana, getting into those late hours, but those dissipating out overnight. So here you see Wednesday morning, early morning hours, 2, 3 a.m., a lot of those showers dissipate out, and our main chance of moisture is either the Atlantic coast or the Midwest as that system continues to progress on through. And trust me, you don't want to be in that, because that's definitely some severe weather producers up there as that frontal boundary pushes more into that western Kansas area. So 6 a.m. on our Wednesday, still waking up with those dry conditions across North Mississippi. That commute going to be absolutely beautiful as those showers remain out there towards northern Alabama. That's, again, as far west as we're getting with that moisture out there in the Atlantic. But trust me, towards the afternoon, that boundary will be right over the top of North Mississippi yet again, and more of those showers are expected to push into the forecast. That timing still mid to late afternoon, so we still have that same timing right there. 3 to about 7 o'clock is what we're watching. But for the early morning commute, not only are we dry, we are clear skies as can be. A beautiful commute for our Wednesday, so get excited about it. We're halfway through the work week, and we are almost, I guess, halfway to the weekend. Take your benefits, glass half full, right? So coming up in 60 seconds, we'll look a little bit deeper at the tropics. I told you guys that there was some latest development that we need to get into, but we're also looking at some of that extended forecast with the latest model runs on our rain chances for Wednesday and for our Thursday. And is it good news? Is it bad news? Well, you'll need to stay tuned to Mississippi Live Weather at 10 so we can give you the very latest on that forecast here in the next 60 live from the Room to Room Weather Center. Oh, I clicked off of it. Did I? I don't think I did. Apologies. There we go. We'll see you back here in 60.
At Bulldog Burger, we take the burger game to the next level, like the Freshman 15, stacked with panko fried mozzarella. Unleash your appetite. Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
I know you're going through a lot. I wonder if you know that we can get help. Let's see how far we can go. Love, your mind.
Right now, from the Mississippi Live Weather Center, here's meteorologist Gabe Maynard.
I'm cracking up behind the scenes because watching the chat is hilarious right now. South Pontotoc, it is going to be an exciting time this Friday with you guys because, I mean, if you guys are as energetic in person as you are in this chat, we are in for a good one, and it should be a fantastic homecoming game, especially, I mean, homecoming, guys. A football game's already exciting. Adding homecoming to it is definitely going to be exciting. Sorry, I'm just reading all of this. I'm distracted by it because it is cracking me up. Definitely the most energetic I think our chat has ever been. I do want to say with that, go ahead and submit those Band and Spirit Squad of the Week photos. We want to use those for our poll, our next poll heading into our Friday broadcast. And of course, we'll have those results coming into Mississippi Live Weather at 6 on Friday, the finalized results. So submit those photos and we'll get those polls going. And for those that are just joining us, I do want to tell you that South Pontotoc versus Okolona is our Mississippi Live Weather game of the week. We'll have highlights coming from South Pontotoc High School with that homecoming game and everything you need to know. And of course, Band and Spirit Squad. I've said it before, so make sure to send them in. All right, let's get back into the forecast, and I'll let you guys still duke it out over there in the chat. That's just hilarious. Go into the chat and watch it. It's funny. Lee and Saltillo submitting this great shot of the sunset. Our weather watchers out in the field this evening, capturing beauty on there in the western sky. I mean, you're seeing that sunset right there within the trees, and some of those oranges showcased above the trees. It's just a heavenly sunset, and a big thank you to Lee for submitting that because that was definitely a great sight to see. I apologize. I forgot that Crenshaw was down right now. I meant to take that off. Let's jump over to Macon. As we're looking northwest into that sky, we're seeing plenty of stars there, 72 degrees. So those skies clearing up just a bit, not just from those showers, but also from those cloudy skies. Tupelo, 73 degrees, and similar to what we're seeing down there towards Macon, just going to be a much calmer evening as that high pressure reigns supreme and dries us up into that overnight forecast. Mississippi Live Weather radar, as you can see, nothing to note on radar over the past hour, really over the past couple of hours. So we've been enjoying those dry conditions and we'll continue to enjoy them overnight and into the start of our Wednesday. That day planner shows you 72 degrees around midnight, 69 there by 3. I mean, we'll all be asleep by then. But 67 towards our morning commute. Plenty of clear skies even into our morning commute, setting the scene for a beautiful sunrise. So make sure to wake up and enjoy it because it'll be worthwhile, trust me. So Wednesday morning, you might see that we are staying dry like I've been mentioning. This just further proof of that. And into our 6 a.m. commute, we'll continue to see those dry conditions persist. Those showers getting close but remaining out there towards northern Alabama, just barely missing us here in North Mississippi and Northwest Alabama. So unfortunately, those drier conditions do persist, but also fortunately, because it's good to get some of those outdoor activities done and for commuting to work and school, there are some benefits with that drier weather. Low temperatures, 65 there towards Bruce, 67 Houston, 66 Iuka, and then 68 towards Clarksdale, Greenwood, and Belzona. Now pushing more into our school day, you can see that rain chances do return by the afternoon, going to be by that final bell, but 66 at drop-off, 92 last bell, so it is going to be a toasty one yet again for those that stay dry. And yes, we are still tracking showers on our latest model runs, but still mid to late afternoon remains that time frame. Let's get into it here real quick. 9 a.m. partly cloudy skies building into the area. Those will continue to linger into those lunchtime hours, so we're not tracking any moisture other than that cloud cover into our latter part of our Wednesday morning and early Wednesday afternoon. But watch how we transition into about that 3 o'clock time frame, and those showers already starting to just pop up. Daytime heating taking full effect of that atmosphere. So we'll see those develop there towards Benton County, as far south as Chickasaw County, but don't worry, I mean, they just continue to become a little bit more widespread as the late afternoon and early evening push on, and a few of those decent downpours. So for some of us, we will get significant rainfall, but don't bank on it because this isn't going to be a forecast that gets a lot of folks moisture. This is going to be one where it benefits a few, and the rest of us are left with our umbrellas literally hanging dry. So high temperatures, 93 degrees in Amory, 93 Tupelo, 93 Water Valley, and 94 Greenwood and Greenville. So a toasty one out there in the Delta. And as you can see, heat indices, especially out there in the Delta, at least bumping it up a degree or two. So it is going to be a little bit warmer than what temperatures are actually reading. But out here on the east side, some of that cloud cover, making it for a more comfortable forecast temperature-wise. So hey, it's 90, 95, but it's luckily pretty bearable as 95 can be. So into your Wednesday evening, you see those showers try to linger into the forecast, but as we push overnight and into our Thursday morning, you see how those showers dissipate on out, and we're going to be left with dry, clear skies into the start of our Thursday. once again. A beautiful next couple of mornings as we look at that 48-hour forecast. But into that mid to late morning, cloud cover starts to build back. Once again, this is just going to be that thin, hazy cloud cover, not really impacting our skies too much. But one thing I do want to say with our moisture is that I think we are over-conducive on a lot of these showers. And although we expect a few pop-up showers, that's really our best bet at rainfall for our Thursday. Now, chances are slightly looking better, so we'll continue to assess that into tomorrow morning with meteorologist Maggie McCauley, and of course into our forecast on our Wednesday evening with everything you need to know heading into our Thursday. But we still expect the same kind of pattern, light, or should I say isolated showers, with a few of those having some brief heavy downpours. 94 degrees Tupelo, New Albany, 93 Corinth, and 91 there towards Boonville. We are seeing 95 towards Columbus, but look at these heat indices, still showcasing that drier air despite there being moisture in the forecast, so that's keeping things pretty bearable in the grand scheme of things. But let's jump a little bit out east, talking all the way into the Atlantic. And what we're tracking is a tropical disturbance. This is our first disturbance that we've been looking at over the past several days. And you might notice the big difference. 90% chance of development over the next 2 days. So here in the next 48 hours, we expect at least a tropical depression to develop, possibly even a tropical storm. Tropical storm Gabrielle, I believe, is the next one. And why do I know that? Well, my name's Gabe, so it's close enough. So 90% chance of development over the next 7, really just expecting this to continue to increase and become a more significant storm. Now, tomorrow evening at 6, we're actually going to be assessing this in more detail and taking an updated look at the tropics. I would not be surprised if we have a named storm by then. But the next development, this is new, and this is right off the African coast right now, pushing further into the mid-Atlantic. 10% chance of development over the next 2 days, 20% over the next 7. So paying attention to multiple disturbances as we head into the midweek portion of our work week and further into our Thursday and Friday as well. Now here's a look at rain chances, and don't be alarmed by that. There is a 10% chance of rainfall as of right now, but that could be bumped up to around 20% as we head into our Thursday afternoon. So keeping eyes on that forecast, but still, even if those chances do verify, we are talking about minimal chances for the latter part of our work week, and that 20% chance of rainfall moving into our Friday afternoon and evening. Yes, unfortunately having a few sprinkles for a few football games, but where those happen, again, sporadic development, so it's going to be very hit or miss. I'm more likely to miss on those Friday football forecasts. Now your weekend still sees those chances linger, so unfortunately might linger into your college football games as well, but it really depends on where those showers try to develop. And so we're keeping a keen eye on this forecast over the next several days, because these are one of the hardest days to forecast, as it is that summer forecast where these pop up. These are cyclical pattern, and these basically form off of different outflow boundaries, different type of disturbances in the atmosphere, and that's where you get that uniform distribution, but these have to happen before you get an idea where that distribution will take place. So a lot goes into it, and that's why your phone might say 20% on other iPhone apps, and it's not exactly correct. That's exactly why. It's because summer forecasting is a very difficult thing to have. So that's pretty much it when it comes to our forecast wise, and we're keeping eyes on those isolated chances, and hopefully we get some decent rainfall. We definitely need that here in North Mississippi drastically. Latest drought monitor comes out Thursday, and I'm not excited to see it, as we are awaiting that to worsen. Now, just looking at the chat, you guys are insane. You know that, but insane in a good way. Insane as in excited. And we are excited as well to be going to our Mississippi Live Weather Game of the Week over there in Springville. A little background about me that you probably never even cared to know, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I went to high school at Springville High School in Alabama. So whenever you said that it's over in Springville, it's like, oh, I'm going back to my roots. So I guess Springville, Mississippi, Springville, Alabama, what's the difference? So I guess it's a homecoming for Gabe Maynor as well. I see some folks making bets. Oklahoma gonna win. Way to go, Cougars. Just love this in the chat. So you guys got to keep that energy come Friday night, because we are going to find you for some highlights and get you on video. And I want all of that energy to be seen in our highlights. Hey, if it's a 10-minute highlight reel, it's going to be a 10-minute highlight reel. But that depends on what the players do on the field and what the fans do in the stands. Both parties have to cooperate. Okay, I think we've kept this going long enough. You guys can keep it going in chat. Lily, Springville is home. Hey, for me, technically, I guess that is where I grew up. But there's an Alabama after, but we don't have to know that. Okay, this sums it up for Mississippi Live Weather at 10. You can always tune into our 24/7 live stream on iOS and Android. And keep in mind that you do need to be following us on social media. You can follow my page, meteorologist Gabe Maynor, Matt's page, Matt Lobhon, and you guys can see the polls over the next couple of days. Submit your votes, and that's done by liking each picture that you want to root for. If it's the South Pontotoc cheerleaders or the Okolona cheerleaders, like that respective picture, and that's going to be the winner heading into our Friday night. And that's where Caleb will join us and let us know who that winner is. So we thank you guys again for joining us. Next broadcast happening tomorrow morning with meteorologist Maggie McCauley, 6:30, 7, and 7:30. And of course, we'll be back 5, 6, and 10 on your Wednesday evening. Have a fantastic week, and congratulations to South Pontotoc and Okolona. We will see you guys Friday night.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
Community is the way we find our strength and share our hope. It's the way dinner on the table brings a family closer together. It's the way we make sure his first chapter book is the first step on his path to greatness. It's the way we rally in hard times and rise back up stronger than ever. United is the way we come together so everyone can thrive. Join us at unitedway.org.